Hey, what's up guys, and welcome to another World Tour video. You're joining me here once again in my current creative world, my creative world number 7, 12, 50, I'm not entirely sure what number it is. All that matters is that it's the current world that I've been developing things in at the moment. So, I'm starting off with something that I showed you guys last time, which is White Castle. This is an American restaurant that we just don't have here in England, or at least I don't think we have. I've never came across one, and I've never heard of one. And this, the last time that I showed you guys, was just nothing like this. It was just like the foundations, there was an outline, and I'm just showing you guys this just in case you were a little bit curious how it eventually turned out. This is what it developed into, and if this building tickles your fancy, which is a really weird saying, then feel free to check out the channel because this went up, I believe, last Saturday, so it shouldn't be too hard to find. But, also, if you want to check out the previous World Tour, if you kind of want to check out everything that's kind of around me now, feel free to just hop into the card system, that'll be the easiest place to find it, and check out the World Tours playlist, and you'll have a very easy time at finding absolutely everything that I have. Like I said, pretty much all the way around me, you'll be able to take a look at all of the things that we'll be seeing. So I actually have to go a really far distance, so I'll be back in just a second. I had to travel long and far to show you this. So this is where this current Creative World Tour begins. This is the brand new row of stuff that separates last time to this time. So this is the Wither Skeleton. This is the first thing that I built, and it seems so long since I've actually done one of these. I think that this was like 2 weeks ago that I actually built this thing. In my never-ending pursuit to build all of the mobs, the Wither Skeleton has been now completed. If you guys want to check this out, feel free to hop into the mob tutorials playlist and you'll be able to make him. He's actually really easy, very cool statue, nice little Wither Skeleton. Coming all the way over, now this actually doesn't look impressive in the slightest looking at it like this, but the version of this house that I actually made the tutorial for had an exterior, it has an interior, and it just looks a lot better. Like, all of these spacers that are, like, on the roof, like, these don't exist in the actual tutorial of this particular house. I believe that this is, like, Desert House number 2 or 3. I believe that this is Desert House number 3, because I don't think I've made more than that. If you guys want to check this out, trust me, this looks really amazing once it's actually 100% fully completed with the inside and the outside. Looks really cool, so feel free to check out the tutorial for that. That'll be in the survival house playlist. That's where I've thrown all of my desert houses. So Desert House number 3. I'm not going to show you all the way around because it doesn't change a massive amount, but it looks really nice once it's finished. Moving on down, this is another YouTuber. This is Afmal. She's been on the channel for quite a while now. All of these beginning things, you guys will have seen this, and it'll have been on the channel for probably quite a while because I've not done one of these world tours in at least 2 weeks, I'd say. So this is Afmal. Very cool statue. You guys really like her. Really like her. God, in one of the videos you requested her so many times that I just had to make her. So pretty cool looking skin, to be honest with you guys. I quite like it, and she's got an interesting channel as well. Whenever I check out YouTubers, whenever I build their skins, I always check them out first a little bit, and she's got a really interesting channel. I actually quite like it. So that's Afmal. Here we have one of my... You guys, you didn't seem to like it that much, but it doesn't stop me liking it. This is Steve riding a zombie. I love this statue. I absolutely love it. Obviously, this is something of my own design, something of my own creation, but it was inspired by one of your comments. One of your comments asked me to make Alex riding a zombie, and whilst I'm not a particular fan of Alex, I am a fan of Steve, so I threw Steve on a zombie's back, I gave him a map, and I made him point, and you can see that he's just getting a piggyback from the zombie. Very cool statue in my opinion. You guys can find this on the channel if you want to make it. I think I also threw him in like the mob tutorials playlist because I mean technically it is. I mean there's a zombie involved, but very cool statue I think. Hopefully you guys like it. But I know that on the actual video you guys weren't that into it, and I don't know why. I think it's fantastic. But moving on down, here we have, this is just another meme. This is something that I threw together quite quickly. This is Business Cat. Actually don't have a tutorial for him on the channel. I was just messing about. I was building some more meme related things because I have that playlist of mine that actually has quite a few things in there at the moment, and I just built Business Cat just because he's just a cute black cat and I kind of wanted to make him. No tutorial for him, but I don't know whether I'll even end up doing him. I just quite like it. Coming on down here we have an ender chest, a reskinned ender chest. Actually, I decided to recolor it because in the dull green version of the ender chest, you guys know what these things look like. I mean, where is it? Hang on, it'll show up at some point. No, never mind. Okay, I'll have to turn on the UI if I want to see it. I thought that it'd display. Oh, there we go. So, I mean, if you take a look at the ender chest, I mean, it's kind of like a dual green color. So I decided to change it to obsidian and some purple and stuff. And it's actually not a bad remake. It's just that the colors are ever so slightly off. And I am considering doing a version of this, despite the fact that this wasn't that well received, and I don't know why, but I think I might do an open version, and I might have like the purple sparks and stuff that kind of like fly out of it. I think I might include that in the chest, and I think that you guys might like that a little bit more. I know I will. I think that would look really cool. But that's the ender chest. You guys can find this on the channel if you like. There's actually a Minecraft items tutorial playlist that you can take advantage of if you'd like to. Moving on down, here we have now, this is the beginnings of a jungle temple. Yeah, temple? That's right, yeah. I'm just making sure that I actually get the name of it right. This is the beginnings of Jungle Temple, which are very, very hard to make, or at least it's going to be really, really difficult to tutorial. So I didn't get that far into it, but I built the desert one, so I guess I'll just have to build this one as well, the Jungle Temple. This is the beginnings of it. That's the foundation, and there's a lot more to do. Here we have a couple of things in a row. This is a rose in a flower pot statue, which I very much like and has been featured on the channel. You guys can check that out if you like. Again, just check out the item tutorial playlist, it'll probably be in there, or go back into the recent history and you'll actually find this. I made this quite a while ago. Here we have just like a yellow flower. Oh, and look at this, we actually have a nice little comparison. That's just like one of the yellow flowers. I believe that we now have all of these, like we have loads and loads of different flowers now, but oh, it's now classified as a dandelion. It wasn't when I made it, it was just like flower, but here we have a dandelion in a flower pot, which looks really cool, and here we have a mushroom in a flower pot, which looks less cool, but at the time, like, it was the only 3 options to put in there. Oh, then again, I guess I could have put a dead bush in there as well, but who wants a dead bush in a flower pot statue? So I kind of made these just for funsies. I actually have tutorials of all 3 of them, and I might just throw them up on the channel whenever I have something like maybe like a tutorial that's not so long or so complicated. Maybe I'll just like weave them in there. But I like all of these, and the rose hasn't gotten that bad reviews. I mean, it's just that apparently not that many people share my love of the rose in the flower pot. So let's move on down. Here we have an Allier statue, another YouTuber. Didn't know he did Minecraft until you guys requested him. Easy enough statue to make. Didn't realize he had such a massive following in the Minecraft world. I knew him from Call of Duty. I'm pretty sure that's his main thing, but nice easy statue to make. You guys are a fan of him. Check out the exclusively YouTubers statue if you guys want to make him. Moving on down, here we have, oh, you guys won't have seen this yet. So this is my Iron Golem statue. You guys have been requesting the Iron Golem for as long as I can remember, and the reason that I've never wanted to make him is the same reason that I don't want to make the Ender Dragon, because he's big and difficult. Which kind of describes me as well, just big and difficult. I have made the tutorial of this. The tutorial exists. It's probably going to go up sometime next week. Don't worry about it. It is actually done, and it will take a long time. This thing takes a long time to make, trust me. I think it takes between like 14 and 50 minutes. It really is quite a long process. Here we have another house. So this is my brick house number. I can't remember, but it's quite a cool house. I quite like it. It's 2 towers connected together. We have some stairways around the back that lead up onto the 3rd floor. We can walk all the way around the base. We can weave in and out of the towers as we please. Everything's connected together. And we have a nice little garden. We have a little bit of a pool. And on the original version of this, I say the original version, on the actual tutorial version of this, because you guys can make this house if you like, it's up on the channel, brick house number 15. I believe it's brick house number 15, but you guys will be able to easily find it. It's on the channel and it's in the brick house tutorial playlist. I actually did the interior a little bit, and I know it doesn't seem as though you could do an interior, because everywhere's so small, but I think I actually made quite a cool interior, and I did that along with you guys on the actual recording, something that I've been getting into on some houses, mainly the houses that I post on a Wednesday. I kind of like hang in there with you guys, and I do the interior with you, and I do the exterior, and we kind of work things out as we go. It's a pretty cool video, or at least I hope it is. So, brick house, really actually like this one. Easy to make as well, if you can't gather, very, very easy. Moving on down, here we have something that was requested very recently. This is an Ender Dragon egg, or a Dragon egg, I suppose. It's not an Ender Dragon egg, it's classified as the actual item. It's just a Dragon egg. Very, very cool statue, really like this. It's not as hard to make as it actually looks, because it looks kind of complicated, doesn't it? Or at least it did to me before I actually made it and designed it. But very, very cool statue. You guys can find this in the item tutorials playlist if you want to make it. I really like this thing. Very cool. Moving on down, here we have oh god, Grian. This is another YouTuber, and he's kind of like a fellow tutorialist. Did I just make up that word? I made up a word, I think, tutorialist. I like it. That's what I'm going to call myself from now on, a tutorialist. He's a fellow tutorialist, there we go. He's a fellow tutorialist. I think he makes tutorials. I've seen quite a lot of his videos. I don't think that you could class them as that though. He kind of like he kind of makes things, and he kind of like pans around them at the same time. So he kind of like shows you how he builds it, and he kind of like builds these really cool structures and stuff. But I don't think you class him as like, I don't think they're exactly tutorials, but I do think he does some stuff like that. But a lot of his things, it's kind of like you kind of hang in there and you watch, and you just watch him build something up, and you kind of like watch the process that he goes through to do it. But very cool channel regardless. Grian, feel free to check him out, and I've already done this. I've already done the tutorial for his skin. Feel free to check out the exclusively YouTubers playlist. I actually quite like the guy. I'm subscribed to him. I subscribed to him after I checked him out. I actually quite like his channel. It's cool. Moving on down, here we have, oh no, look, ignore the fact that there's holes in his, I'm not going to ignore that. I'm going to fill that in. What am I doing? I need to get rid of this. So, this is a Fat Santa statue. This is Santa out of the current year's festive skin pack. I know you can't see him very well because I was just filling in his beard. Whoops, my bad. So this is the Fat Santa out of this year's festive skin pack. I'll even show you the skin in a little second here. Very, very cool skin statue. I really, really like this. I've done a Santa previously. I actually did a Santa statue last year, but I don't like it anywhere near as this. This is nice and 3D. It's nice and big, and I don't know. It's just nice and detailed and looks really cool. I've made the tutorial for this. I haven't uploaded it yet, but I'm definitely going to, because I love this. It looks fantastic, or at least I think it does, and I really, really like it. So let me just show you the skin, and I'll show you the other one as well. So this is Fat Santa, this is him. I had to mess about with it a bit to make it work, but very, very cool statue regardless. And we also have Christmas Herabrine, which we're going to see as we move along down as well. But two very cool skins, and I like both of them. So not on the channel yet, but will be. And before we actually, we'll look at Christmas Herabrine since I mentioned him. This is Christmas Herabrine, or Xmas Herabrine as he's classified as. Also, you guys know that I like anything to do with like Steve and Mobs and Notch and Herabrine, and I like messing with them. I like doing different things, but it seems as though that Minecraft did it for me, and they made a Christmas skin for him. He has a nice Christmas jumper. He's not looking too happy in it, is he? And I just had to make this statue. After I saw the skin, I had to make it, and you guys actually requested it as well, which actually made me look into it. So this is Christmas Herabrine. He's actually already up on the channel, just in case you want to make him. Posted him very, very recently. But this is my Christmas house. This is the only Christmas themed house that I have ever made. This is, I guess, Christmas House 1. And you guys have been loving this. You absolutely love it. I posted this on the Wednesday, and it's gotten loads of views already. It's gotten loads and loads of likes, and you guys have just been loving it. In the actual tutorial version of this, it does look slightly different in the tutorial version. And I also did like the exterior along with you guys, and I did the interior. Like the interior is done in the actual proper version of this. I actually wish that I could show you it, because it actually looks quite nice. There's like a Christmas tree, there's a nice fireplace, there's decorations and stuff. It actually looks quite cool, but this is my Christmas themed house. It's the last house that I actually uploaded, besides from what you'll see yesterday, although that's not technically a house. You'll see this in just a second. This is my Christmas themed house. I can't promote this enough. Actually quite easy to make, even though it might look a little intimidating. I don't know if it does. There's a lot of color and there's lots of blocks and stuff, but really, really easy to make. You guys love it, and a few of you guys pointed out that it could also double as a gingerbread house, which is quite an interesting thought, and I'm considering altering the title to include that as well, because it's kind of got like I guess it looks like it's got candy canes, it's got like, these are supposed to be lights, all of these different colors. Those were supposed to be lights in my head, but I guess that they could double as like gumdrops and stuff. And the actual colors of the house, like, it's meant to be like wooden snow. I wanted to use brown clay just because I kind of like the material and I'm sick of using wood, and I kind of wanted it to melt together. But you guys pointed out it kind of looks like hard chocolate or gingerbread, so I guess it can double as either of them, whichever you guys like. I think that the big giant snowflake on the front gives it away personally, but hey, I don't care. You guys make it, call it what you will. I love this thing. That's enough time on that. And moving down, we've only got a couple of things left, guys. So, oh, yeah, we have 3 things actually. So, this is a big giant Christmas stocking. This is actually a skin as well. I'm not going to show it you because it'll take a while to do. But this is a Christmas stocking. It's another skin that you can use. I've not done a tutorial for this, although I do quite like it. And I might even do it just because of how much I like it. And since it is Christmas, get some nice Christmas themed builds in. But, I've not made a tutorial for this, but I might. I do quite like it. Here we have, this is kind of like my next in real life building, which you guys might have already seen at this point. This is Gamestop. This is the best I could do. You guys have been requesting Gamestop quite a lot. Don't know why exactly. We don't even have one in England. Like our main game store, I guess, would be Game. It's literally just called Game. I don't know if it's like the same company or whatever, because that happens quite a lot. Like in America, where business, it doesn't matter. Let's ignore that. So this is GameStop. It's as close as I could possibly get. If you like typing GameStop building into Google Images, you just get a load of random stuff. Like GameStop doesn't really have any differentiating characters to their buildings. Like it's basically just the sign and that's it. And so I kind of just had to deal with it. I just had to like pick a building that I liked off of Google Images and just copy it. And this is what I ended up with. And I also did the interior, which is actually kind of cool. I mean, here we have some like shelves on the left and right. Here we have some like viewing cabinets. Here we have, you know how you can buy like toys and like sometimes like replica armor and like replica weapons and stuff from like games and from like movies and stuff from game shops. Well, that's kind of what those armor stands with armor on are. And here we have some like just shelves at the back, like this is where the employees would be, and this is kind of like a stock room. So this is as close as I could get to GameStop. I actually think it's quite cool. And it's really, really easy to make as well. I mean, if you can't tell from the buildings, it's really, really simple to make. So hopefully you guys like that. I hope you do. I won't know until tomorrow for me. But hopefully you guys really like this. I really, really like it. It's really, really cool, especially considering how easy it is as well. And moving on to the very last thing, guys. This is actually a brand new item for the Xbox and possibly PS4. This is an Armour statue. We have had them on PC for quite a while, and I've dabbled a little bit in the old PC, as you guys know. But they finally brought over to console. This is an Armour statue, and this is kind of like just the base armor stand. But I've been thinking about doing a statue, and I just built this yesterday. I've been thinking about doing like a set of like diamond armor mounted on the Armour statue, and I've been thinking about a version with like a gold armor mounted on the Armour statue, and I think that that'd actually be quite cool. So you guys might want to let me know about that, I don't know, but that's the Armour statue, and that will be the last thing that I have to show you guys. No tutorial for this yet, obviously, but that, I did mention, you're going to be seeing that either yesterday or very, very soon. That brings this world tour to a close. That was quite a lot, wasn't it, guys? Wasn't that a bit? That was, losing my voice. Hopefully these things won't be too few and far between. Is that the right saying of that phrase? I don't even know. But anyway, hopefully you guys have enjoyed this. I think that there's been quite a lot more than the previous World Tour. I think that I've managed to show you guys quite a bit. I think I've been building a little bit more. If you guys did enjoy this video, I'd really appreciate it if you could give this video a like, a favourite, share, anything you'd feel like doing, tell me out, guys. I would just always vastly appreciate. If you see anything around you that you want a closer look at, hop into the card system where I will be leaving my World Tour playlist, which will include not only everything that you see around you, but loads and loads of other World Tours if you just like hearing me talk about things that I've built. Comment down below, what do you want to see next? What do you want to see me build? Do you like anything that I've built? Do you want me to build something else? Do you want me to change something? Feel free to let me know about all of that stuff. I'm always interested in your guys' suggestions. I mean, most of this stuff, I mean, like 95% of it has been built just due to suggestions, so help me out, guys, let me know. Like, favorite, share if you wouldn't mind. Thank you very much for watching, I'll see you in the next video.